Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late April 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, my friends, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Taurus collective in their birthday season, might I add. Let's get it going here. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we got for my friends? And as I already mentioned, it is Taurus season, beautiful time of year if you ask me. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus. And while we get this card out, I would just like to wish every single one of you, from me to you, a very happy birthday. Whether it's just passed, whether it's still coming up, I hope you have a great one. Start off your new year pretty good. So let's see what we got. What's up with Taurus? Let's hope these energies agree, right? You know how life could be. Okay, very dreamy type of energy I'm picking up here, which could be really good for a lot of you. And I often see a similar thing around water signs for some reason. For some of you, there might be a prominent water sign you're connected to. But before we fully dive into this etheric type of energy I'm picking up, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button, but tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit about this card because there's a lot going on. So if you look at the imagery here, we see this lady. It looks like she's meditating or doing yoga, something along those lines. There's this beautiful etheric energy all around her with the funky colors. There's this clock above her head and the numbers are flying off. So it kind of does speak to the illusion of time. When I see this, I think of a very dreamy energy, like I already mentioned. So for some of you, this could be really signaling something about sleep, your sleep schedule, something about rest and recuperation. But for another portion of you, this could be daydreaming, right? Being lost in the mind, lost in the sauce a little bit. So you might be thinking a little more than normal. Now, this could be a very good thing when I see this energy because it could represent creativity. So Spirit could be asking the Taurus collective in this time, find yourself a creative outlet and channel these energies, these strong etheric energies, into creative endeavors, whether it's for business or for pleasure. This does feel really good. Okay. I also get some of you not rushing something as well. I mean, which I get it. Totally Taurus energy where it's like, yeah, I will not be rushed. I'm not going to rush this. I'll take my time and just leave it at that, right? Let's see what tarot has for you this week. And I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Let's see what's happening for my good friends. And yeah, while we shuffle up and get ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading because it did look a little rigid, if I would say so myself. The reading was titled A Serious Situation, and a big thing I was picking up is that this energy wasn't technically yours. Like, it did feel like it was coming from outside of a lot of Tauruses, but there was a situation that is either being taken seriously or needs to be. That was the big vibe we were picking up last week. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going. 3 cards here for my Taurus friends, please. What's good? All right. Okay. All right. 8 of Swords. So this really strong mental energy is still showing up here, but this is in a bit of a different form. So overthinking, like, make sure you're not plaguing yourself with overthinking. Once again, this could just be someone else. Let's get a couple more. Quick. All right. I mean, Ace of Wands, very fast moving energy now I'm picking up too, with both of these cards combined. Let's get one more out and we'll really piece this together for you. Ace of Wands could be very, very good. Okay, the deck is being specific now. What do we got? Okay, lots of fire. And you are also going to have a bonus. So we got the Page of Wands. So communication is showing up here in a big way. And as your bonus, we have the beautiful 2 of Cups. So for some of you, there might be a conversation that needs to be had. I'm already picking that up. But before we fully dive into that, let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So at first glance, I'm looking down here. Obviously, you know, I always like to look at the elements and how they play off each other. And in the main part of the spread, we have air, we have fire, we have fire. I always say this could be really good for motivation and forward movement, wanting to get something going. It's a really strong buildup of energy, but at the same time, it could be explosive. It could be volatile. It could be a little unpredictable. So for a lot of Tauruses, like it could be very much hot and cold with certain situations, or it's like you're making progress, then you're not. It's a little unpredictable what I'm picking up so far. But once again, all three of these cards on the front are on the top are very fast movers. It's like quick, quick, quick. So things could be happening quickly, or will be at the very least. But let's go through piece by piece and really build it out. So position number one, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, this card is the epitome of a mixed bag. I feel like there are some really good positives to this card, but once again, this could be a little rough. So for some of you, you might be feeling a little trapped or a little cornered, like your hands are tied. There might be something you want to do, and you might feel like you can't do it when this card is here. But once again, this could also be of the mind, since it's air element. So very similar to what I was picking up here. I said I was picking up this strong mental action. Now, if that's not you, it could just be someone you're connected to. It's very much overthinking, over-analyzing. Watch out for things like stress and anxiety, nervousness. And I picked that up for you a couple weeks ago, and the energy is still lingering here. So you might need to blow off some steam, especially with all this fire-air combination. There might be some sort of energetic release that you need when we see this. Now, the good thing about the Eight of Swords is it's very fast moving. It goes as quick as it comes. Like, it's like the energy comes in, boom, then it goes. It's like very quick. So for some of you, this could be a problem, issue, or situation that could be resolved very, very quickly when we have the Eight of Swords. For a portion of you, this could even be just cabin fever. I mean, you might need to mix something up, shake something up, get out of your regularly scheduled program. But moving to the center, we have the Ace of Wands. Love it. Okay, I love all aces in tarot. If you watch me, you know that. I say they're all opportunities. They all represent offers. Specifically, the Ace of Wands, it comes in quick. It's fire, literally. So yeah, there might be an offer opportunity coming your way, especially with all this fast-moving energy. There could be really good ones, and we'll get more detail for sure. But the thing with any ace or any offer or opportunity, they're limited time only. So it's like when it comes in, you either got to make a move or you don't. It's like either jump on this or you don't. That's a big thing with the Ace of Wands. Now, it is fiery, once again, unpredictable, explosive in nature. So there could be a lot of unpredictability going on around you. Hopefully it's not problems. We'll see when we clarify it. The Ace of Wands could also represent your internal vitality, your internal energy. So it could be to the extreme. Either you're feeling ramped up or you're feeling drained. Like, I feel like it's one or the other. If that's the case, you might need some sort of physical activity. And this card could also link into the libido. All right, so take that for whatever it's worth. So we're just going to place that Ace of Wands right there. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Page of Wands. So fire sign energy here. I love pages. Now, similar to the Ace, they could also represent communication. Aces are messages, and these guys are messengers. So there could be some sort of news coming in. There could be some sort of conversation coming in that needs to be had. The Page of Wands, it could be a student as well, so learning new things, throwing your energy into new tasks. But I always say this is like someone coming in hot with a talk or a conversation that either needs to be had or will be had. We'll just have to see what's up with it. I always say the warning with the Page of Wands could represent somebody who's having issues with their internal energy or regulating it. Okay, the Page of Wands needs to pace itself because it could really like exert so much energy and then it's drained. So I do feel like you really need to pace yourself with something. Now, on to your bonus, we have the Two of Cups, represents partnership. So maybe some of these energies, for a portion of you, it's coming from someone you're linked to. It doesn't even have to be yours. Okay, this is a soul tie type of energy, someone that's meant to be in your life for a reason. Okay, and to me, it is, once again, a card of partnerships or someone that you get along really well with. So I like seeing it here in the spread, and we'll see how it's going to really pertain to all this other stuff that's going on. But this could be signaling a very important person that you're connected to. So we're just going to leave it there. Once again, the bonus card is also just a footnote. It's not a main player. I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Taurus, please. What's going on for my good friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Eight of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, and please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Eight of Swords time. Yeah, once again, I feel like this Eight of Swords doesn't have to be your energy. It could be somebody else. But let's see. Thank you. Okay, and this is somebody that they can't quite help it, if that makes sense. Now, the Emperor, that is a card that links to Aries, and there are some readers that also link it to Taurus. Okay, so there could be a very small portion of you. There could be someone that's stressing over you. Okay, that could be a very small message for a portion. Now, if you're not connected to an Aries or another Taurus, the Emperor is someone who controls something. So this, to me, is very extreme. Some of you might feel like, okay, well, I'm up against the wall in this and I'm being forced to do something, which I know is a terrible, terrible energy, especially with the Taurus zodiac. Like, I know when it comes to Tauruses, they hate being rushed with anything. It's like, no, I'll do it. I'll get it done. Take my word for it. So hopefully there's not someone pressuring you or making you feel cornered. Now, once again, going back to the very first message, if this is someone that's anxious, nervous, and high-strung, when the Emperor is in reverse, they can't quite help it. This is someone that, like, that's just how their mind is programmed. They think about things the way they think about them. So, once again, I feel with all this fire and air, this explosive energy, if this is you, if you are high-strung, if you are overthinking, Spirit's asking you to, like, really have some sort of outlet for it. So whether it is through creative means or whether it's through physical activity, this energy feels very pent up and you need to release it in one way or another. Let's keep moving forward. And once again, that doesn't have to be yours. You know how it goes. Let's see what that Ace of Wands has to say. We're just going to keep this moving along. So why is the Ace of Wands here for Taurus? Thank you. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. All right, now that's a card that could be representing you. Notice there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people. Now, for a big portion of you, yeah, there could be an offer or an opportunity coming in, and it might not be like the golden ideal one for some of you. I mean, some of you might be out of the blue. So that's another thing I'm picking up here with, like, we have two cards that could potentially be Taurus energy. Both of them are in reverse. So it's like, all right, well, there's nothing I can really do about this. The Ace of Wands with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's two types of offers. One, it's either not your golden opportunity or one that's all that you thought it would be. But for another portion of you, it's one that I feel could come out of nowhere. Okay, so I feel like it's one or the other, and you would know intuitively which one that is. So whether it is a talk, a communication, or news coming in, this energy is going to hit you in one of two ways. Either it's going to hit you completely out of the blue, unexpected, surprising, like I said, with all this explosive energy, or it's going to be like, okay, that's good, but I mean, it's not ideal, but it's okay. Like, I could work with it. It's giving me that energy. We're just going to keep going. Doesn't feel bad, though. I'm not getting huge warning flags. Like, to me, it is energy that could be worked with. Okay, like, yeah, no, I could work with that. Let's go over to that Page of Wands and see what's up. So why is that Page of Wands here for Taurus? Please. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Thank you. Hey, we got our good friend, the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups himself, without a beard. He has a goblet. He's having a drink. He's chilling out, having a grand old time. And now he is, once again, another card of control, like one controlling their emotions and how they feel. I do feel for a lot of you, just like how we had that serious situation that I was picking up last week, for some of you, this energy, this pent-up energy could come through means of communicating, whether it's talking with a person or finding some sort of outlet to let this energy go, whether it's speaking your feelings. You take it however it hits. But another thing I want to mention here, Taurus, look at all the people that are showing up in your spread this week. We got the Page of Wands, we got the King of Cups, we got the Queen of Pentacles, we got the Emperor, we have the Two of Cups. So it's like people. You might be more popular than you normally are. And this time I wouldn't be surprised if your phone starts blowing up off the hook, because we have a whole bunch of things happening here. Now, the King of Cups could represent, I mean, relationships, love, emotions. In the upright, this is a very, very good conversation, or one that the result, the outcome is beautiful. Okay, this could be someone expressing their love. I mean, it could be anything and everything, really depending. But the one thing I really have to keep pounding home is that, yeah, all this fire and air energy, this explosive energy, means these are coming in hot. whether these energies are within you or they're coming towards you. Like, it just feels very magnetic. So just know, whether it is this talk with somebody that makes you feel much better, but it could be this opportunity that comes in like really explosively. There's just a lot going on. That's the one thing I'll say about this energy. Now, if that doesn't appeal to you, Taurus, if you're like, all right, well, I don't want all these energies coming at me. I don't want to deal with this person, that person, and this person from around the corner. Maybe lay low this week. That's what I would say. Like, if this feels a little too overwhelming, I would lay low a little bit if possible. Maybe take a little vacay. It is your birthday after all, though, right? It's your birthday season, so I could see why there's so many people magnetically flocking to your energy. But let's go through and do a quick recap here, because there's so many different messages that we're peeling back. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1 here, we have the 8 of Swords with the Emperor in reverse. So I did say, yeah, maybe there is someone stressing around you or stressing about you, possibly. But a big thing I was picking up here is like someone programmed this way to overthink. It's like they can't help themselves. That's a big thing I was picking up here. Moving to the center, the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it was like 2 major things I was picking up in the middle. Either one, it's an opportunity where it's like, all right, well, that's not ideal, but I could work with this. But for another portion of you, it's one that just comes out of the blue, where it's like, oh, okay, I wasn't even expecting that. So offers opportunities coming in an explosive way. Moving to the back end, I mean, could be both, right? Might be multiple, but we have the Page of Wands with the King of Cups himself in the upright. I do feel like this could be a very important talk, or a good one that makes you feel much better, or hearing from somebody that you've been waiting on for quite a while. And I did point out the fact that there's so many people in this spread. So if you're not really wanting to, if you're in hermit mode right now, you're not really wanting to be super social, totally cool. I would just lay low in this time, because I feel like the Taurus energy is very much magnetic here. So yeah, please take a screenshot, look into it further if you'd like. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, my friends. And I don't feel like this was necessarily like a rough reading, and it felt more positive than challenging. I guess it really depends on what experience you're going through right now. But let's see what's going on. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end, just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge, though. They could be really good. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for all my members. I really do. All right, let's get your shadow card here. We'll wrap it up. What's up? What's going on here with Taurus, please? Okay, Page of Swords. So surprise, surprise, another person to add to the growing list, right? So when the Page of Swords shows up, this could be air sign energy. I really don't think we could even at this point pick the zodiac sign of a person that we're talking about, because we have the whole zodiac here. We got fire, water, earth, air. It's all here in the mix. Now, the Page of Swords is similar to this Page of Wands, where it could also be new things. It could be a student of some sort, but it's a communicator. The thing with the Page of Swords is that it's very defensive. So for some Tauruses, maybe you have your guard up a little bit. Maybe you're a little standoffish for whatever reason, or being very particular. That's a vibe we could pick up with this Page of Swords. It's also somebody watching, okay? So I need to give this message to some of you. There might be someone or a specific situation that you're keeping tabs on. You're keeping your eye on it. You might not be acting just yet, but you're keeping an eye on it. You're monitoring it. Or someone could be monitoring you, okay? So keep that in mind, specifically with the Page of Swords as a shadow card. Doesn't feel like super rough or scary, I'll tell you that. It's just another person to add to the list, right? So we're going to put it down right there, Taurus. That's what I have for you, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you could check out my digital calendar and schedule at mastermetaphysics.com. And if you got your name in for the March subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced on April 1st. But for the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. It's one of my favorite decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you had to switch your zodiac sign, which sign would you choose to be out of the whole 12? So if you do that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. And I'll see you soon.